Well, hello, everybody. It's Linda. I just wanted to hop on again today and talk about Mica Miller while we are making my lavender soap. Um, and as you know, I'm back. I've been gone for a while, but I decided to put my two pastimes together, making soap and discussing crime. So, Micah, as you guys know, I just have a heart toward the missing, the victims, that kind of thing. It just really breaks my heart. Micah was a beautiful girl. She left her home on April 27th of this year. Hasn't even been a month yet. In Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, she left at 11:38 a.m. Eastern Time, and she went to Dick's Pawn Shop at 12:12 p.m. and she purchased a gun. Now, her family had said that, in fact, her dad had said that she had told him she wanted to get a gun for protection. And I'll go into that a little bit later. But then at 2:54 p.m., she made a 911 phone call asking if they could track her location on her phone. She then told the dispatcher that she planned on doing away with herself and she wanted to let her family know where to find her. And then the call disconnected. The dispatcher was unable to reach Mica following the end of the call, so she sent authorities to Lumber River State Park in Orrin, North Carolina. Now remember, Mica lived in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Her black Honda Accord was found there with a 6-hour gun case in the passenger seat of the vehicle, along with a box of ammunition in the center console. A receipt was found for the gun, and another receipt from a convenience store was found in the car as well. Both of those receipts were dated for the same day of Mica's demise. While the authorities were searching for her, an individual approached them with a bag and said he heard crying and a gunshot, and the bag had, among other things, Mica's ID in it. Police then received a call from someone who said they found a body in the water. They went to the scene and they called the medical examiner, who identified the body as Mica. The death of Mica Miller has been ruled a suicide by the Robeson County medical examiner, Dr. Richard Johnson. So a couple of things that I do just want to kind of go over. Mica was married. She was married to John Paul Miller, who goes by J.P. Miller. He was the pastor of a well-known South Carolina pastor, evidently, of Solid Rock Church at Market Common in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. According to John Paul, they'd been friends since 2009, married in 2017. He had been married prior to Allison. They had had 5 children together. Mica was their nanny. John Paul and Mica had an affair, which, then they ended up getting divorced. Allison and John Paul, and also at the time, Mica was married to Jeremy, and they ended up getting divorced, and Mica and John Paul married. According to John Paul, the couple spent almost every single day and night together. Mica helped her husband with the church in every way, having served as a worship leader, women's ministry leader, the youth leader, graphics designer, pastor's assistant, you name it, she did it, which I don't know if you guys know anything about the way small churches run, sometimes bigger churches, but people in the inner core do a lot of different jobs. They wear a lot of different hats, and it was no different for Mica. On May 6th, news broke that John Paul was released from his duties as a pastor. The notice was sent to members of the church saying John Paul was released for a time of healing, counsel, and guidance. He did preach the day after her demise, and then at the end he told everyone he preached a normal sermon. Okay, normal sermon. He was joking, laughing, whatever. And then at the end, he just kind of got serious and said, "Everyone, I want you to stand." And this video is on the internet. You can search for it. I promise you. It's not on the Solid Rock site anymore, I don't believe, but it is out there. You can find it. And he told everybody that his wife died, and that he was taking a leave of absence from the church. But please give. Please don't stop attending, and please give. He didn't want to be worried about the church. He stated that she had mental problems and it was hard to get her medication to her. I don't know what that was about, but anyway, the whole thing was just weird. Okay. So she was 30 years old when she passed away. And on May 6th is when Dr. Richard Johnson confirmed her cause of death, stating she died from a single pew wound. He said that the wound was self-inflicted and was not in the back of the head as it had been speculated. So, there has been rumors, conspiracies, all kinds of things going on. One of the things that she had told her family was that if she ended up with a bullet in her head, it was JP. That's what she told them. The shell casings were found like 40 meters away from where she and her gun were found. Supposedly, she traveled downstream, but the water in the area that she was found is just dead. It was knee deep and it doesn't move. And I have seen videos from different days. And every time I have seen these videos, that water is still. There's no movement to it whatsoever. So how did her and the gun move to this place when the shell casings were found and with her belongings like 40 meters away? So there have been a lot of different questions in this case. And the biggest has to do with JP sending in emails to Mica that have been proven that he told her he was sorry for putting a topless photo of her on the internet, that he only put it on there for an hour, took it down right away, but he's sorry, it's his flesh. And, he was sorry that he had her tracked, that he put GPS tracking on her vehicle, that he slashed her tires, that, he was sorry because it was his flesh and he didn't mean to, it was evil and he didn't mean to do all that. He has since been putting short TikTok videos up every night. So there is a lot of drama with this case. The FBI has come in to take a look at it. The parents are working on setting up Mica's law to help, she was trying to get out. She had filed for divorce 2 days before her death. JP received those papers 2 days before her death. She was trying to get out. She was trying to leave him. She had gotten a job. She had posted things on her wall. The other thing that should be noted that really, really just touches my heart is that she was a wonderful singer. Wonderful singer. So I encourage you guys to go look that up and find out more. I might do more on this case at a later time, kind of running out of time. I just wanted to show you the end result here of my lavender soap. I tried to make frosting for the first time. I've never made frosting, soap frosting, not real frosting. I've never actually piped regular frosting, let alone soap frosting. My frosting was of a good consistency, but I could not handle the tool very well. So I have since ordered something that I hope like a gun. I hope it's a little easier rather than the bag thing. I don't know. I just it did not work for me. So I just kind of lathered it on top of the bar because it's a really nice fluffy whip soap. So it'll feel nice in the shower. And then I topped the bar off with some lavender flowers. Still really good smelling soap. Lavender is so good for the skin. And you can find that on my website as well. I put that up today to show you. I let the soap sit a little longer than I normally do because I was trying to get the frosting to harden up. The frosting, because it's whipped, takes a little bit longer to set. And then I had to clean my soap cutter tool in between because I didn't want the frosting getting all over the bars. So I was, make a unholy mess. But if you have any questions, or any things you think of that I may have forgotten about Mica that I really didn't touch on that you think I should, remember this channel is not about casting shadow on anybody. It's all about facts, just telling the truth. And coming soon, I will be making specialty soaps for some of the victims that I'll be speaking about. And I'll have those on my website as well. My heart really does go toward the victims, And again, they ruled this death as a suicide. The FBI is looking into it though. So, things can change, or maybe there'll be different charges brought. There were some things that JP did that really weren't legal. Stalking, harassing, slashing tires, the internet photo, that's illegal. So, there are things that could be looked into, that should be looked into, and to determine, if charges can be brought. So I'm very grateful that the FBI is looking into everything. So, all right, well, I'm going to let you guys go here, and I hope Don't forget to please like and subscribe, you guys. I could really use your help. Send this to your friends. It's kind of a different thing. Thank you for watching another episode of Granny's Crime Busters. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and even share the content. You can follow us on any of our other social media platforms at YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We really appreciate you guys, and you can also email us at grannyscrimebusters@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.